Okay, so about 3 months ago, I put out a video. In this video, it had a really great thumbnail. I used the classic YouTube face for getting views. That one. I had a shocking text on there. This one thing changed my life forever. Who doesn't want that? We all want positive changes in our life, and hey, it only takes one thing. Sign me up. On top of all that, this video was full of inspiration, motivation, conversation, all the Asians. It spoke of temporary changes. I quit sugar, dairy, and gluten for 30 days. It spoke of permanent changes, so I decided to change this from a diet to a lifestyle. It even spoke of life-changing changes. It has taken 80% of my anxiety away, hence the dramatic thumbnail, and positive happy endings. I'm ready to live my life feeling healthy, full of energy, free of acne, and free from anxiety. And I was ready to live my life that way. And I did for another 60 days. But hey, some people in a porta potty at a music festival might compare that to a lifetime, okay? But let's backtrack. What happened in those coming days after I made these very bold statements? Well, do you remember at the end of the video when I mentioned that I would be enjoying a treat just during the holidays? I will still enjoy an ice cream on my birthday and a piece of pie at Christmas. Well, I did that. Christmas came, out came the pie. I proudly said, "1 piece of pie, please." And then that beautiful slice of warm apple crispy golden pie fell onto my plate as the hairs on my arm stood tall and said, "Go ahead, eat it, enjoy every bite." And never have I eaten a slice of pie slower than I did that day, but I didn't want even a bite to go to waste. So I ate it like it was my last meal on earth, and my dopamine levels shot up as they were doing the Macarena in my head. I hadn't had something so sugary, so warm, so delightful in 3 months, so you can just imagine the levels of deliciousness I had to eat through. Level 1, warm gooey apple. Level 2, syrupy cinnamony goodness. Level 3, golden crusty crust. Level 4. Would you please stop? I'm just trying to eat my pie. And then as I finished that slice of apple pie, I turned my head and I saw an array of desserts awaiting my attention. And I thought, well, what could one more plate of dessert do? So there I ate a second dessert that day, and things started to feel familiar, embracing, like I was returning home after being away for a long time. The desserts welcomed me home like the prodigal son. And that was just the beginning. I then told myself, as wonderful as this experience was, I will not continue to eat these foods. Back to my new lifestyle. The lifestyle that I promised to have to the 150,000 of you who watched that video. That's a lot of people to stay accountable to. I cannot fail. I will not fail. So Christmas was over and back to my healthy eating I went. And then that first week of January, we bought steak. We don't eat steak very often, but we were celebrating that day. And in the past, when I would eat steak, I always put blue cheese crumbles on top. And this was a special occasion. So I said, throw on the blue cheese. I'm not gonna do it every day. What's one day? So I put a thick layer of blue cheese crumbles on top of that medium rare steak, and it was delicious. And the next day, I noticed something. I didn't feel anxious. The reason this diet was so life-changing is because it took away a lot of my anxiety. But after eating the cheese, no anxious feelings, no heart palpitations, nothing. I then said to myself, it must not be dairy. It must be the gluten and sugar that causes the anxiety. So I started eating dairy. Cheese, sour cream, heavy cream, all the creams. I even bought a Ninja Creamy on Facebook Marketplace and started making sugar-free ice cream. Life got a little brighter after that. Now I could make gluten-free pizza, chocolate ice cream, cheeseburger casserole, cheddar broccoli soup. This was a diet I could handle. There's so much opportunity here for delicious yet somewhat nutritious meals. Until one day, my husband left out the chocolate bin during my time of the month. And sometimes during this time, I might start to feel a little off. Not myself, just, slightly irritable. Don't you know that happy wife equals happy life? Change the toilet paper roll. It's also a time where I start daydreaming of all the foods I can't eat, and then here's my husband who thinks it's a good idea to leave out the chocolate bin during this very dangerous time. But it's no big deal because I've been strong for so long, and there is no way that I'm gonna mess up after 3 months of not eating sugar. Excuse me, you weren't supposed to show that part. darn it. So yeah, I ate the chocolate. And later that day, I didn't get the anxious feelings that I had previously. What's going on? Have I lied to 150,000 people? Oh my, this is gonna be in the headlines. I'm gonna be in the news. Lady Luciana's gonna leak a video about me. What am I gonna do? Well, the whole reason I made this life change was because of the anxiety subsiding. I finally felt like I could breathe again due to quitting sugar, dairy, and gluten, but suddenly when I introduced a couple of these food groups again, they no longer cause that anxiety. But why? I must find out. So I started experimenting. I had a spoonful of Jif peanut butter. I ate a key lime yogurt. I had a little bit of barbecue sauce in my burger and nothing, no anxiety. And then one night my pizza-loving husband wanted to order a pizza and I said, okay, I'll have half a slice and we'll see what happens. So I ate my half slice of pizza and about an hour later I felt sick, nauseous, extremely sleepy, but even worse, anxious. The heart palpitations returned. I felt like I couldn't breathe again, all because of a half slice of pizza? Really? So then I started to wonder, maybe it's the gluten. Maybe I have a gluten intolerance and I didn't even know it. For this reason, I then tried to eat pasta a few days later and same exact thing. This is so strange. Chocolate, ice cream, peanut butter cups, no effect on me. Pizza, pasta, ham sandwich, anxiety. So here I am today with this new revelation that my anxiety is not caused by dairy and sugar, but by gluten. And now I'm free to eat my chocolate and ice cream, but not so much my bread and pasta. And yeah, I know it's good to stay away from sugar, right? Because it still causes acne, weight gain, sleepiness, and health issues. But let's look at the positive. Sugar gives me temporary satisfaction. It also gives an activity for my hands during a Hallmark movie and something to be emotionally dependent on. All good things. How else am I supposed to get through an episode of This Is Us without a big bowl of mint chocolate chip ice cream? I mean, we're wasting time stating the obvious here. So when I no longer had a specific reason to stop eating chocolate and cheese, it made me not want to stop eating chocolate and cheese. I had already dipped my foot into the water, and now I've tripped into Willy Wonka's chocolate river. I was originally just going to eat some chocolate here and there, but somehow it's become a daily routine. I've continued to eat less bread and pasta due to the anxiety it causes, but I still find myself indulging here and there, weighing the pros and cons. Cons, if I eat this chocolate chip cookie, I won't be able to breathe. I'll feel sick, tired. But pros, instant release of yummy and tasty goodness. That's going to be quite the argument in my head between my frontal lobe and limbic system. So what now? I've failed my diet. I've lied in the second degree. I'm the biggest loser in a negative way because they denied my application when I applied to the show. And now I have no desire to continue eating sugar and dairy free because I am enjoying those food groups way too much. Ask me again in another month when I gain 5 more pounds. Then I'll probably go on some other health journey. Maybe I'll eat nothing but potatoes for 30 days. As long as I can eat them in the form of French fries or potato chips. I think that's fair. But listen, I really did believe I could do it. But like I've shown in a previous video, sugar is more addictive than cocaine. So unless somebody wants to send me to rehab, I don't think I can stop, nor want to stop. But I will limit myself to 6 donuts a day. I'm kidding. Did you see this video where I accidentally lied to 150,000 people? No? Well, click here to watch it. But please, don't tell Lady Luciana. I can't have another scandal since the first one when I was caught trying to put a home cleaning spell on my husband. See you there.